the other one. So my good spot, they put gates all around it, and I couldn't get in there. But I talked to the guy, and I said, well, I want to get some ramps. I want to get some leaks. And he said, well, go ahead. There's acres and acres up there. But so I had talked to him before, and he said, well, he didn't appreciate anybody hunting mushrooms. So anyway, I went up there, and I knew he had 3 horses and a couple dogs, but two cars and a 4-wheeler. So I knew he was going to come and check on me. So I thought, well, I'll sneak in, and I looked around pretty quick, and then I got back out with my bucket. I had like 2.5 gallons of leaks, and all of a sudden I looked, and here he comes on a horse. So it's quiet, so I wouldn't know if he had a car or his 4-wheeler, and then if I was doing something that he didn't like, I could get away. But if he had a horse, it's pretty quiet. So he came up on a horse, but I was already walking out of there because I figured that's exactly what he was going to do.
Well,
the guy who used to be the caretaker was my buddy, and I could hunt almost 10 square miles of land. It was all mine. And now it's all blocked off. They got a new guy in there, and he won't let anybody in. So that screws that up. And the other good place, they took it and they made a gravel pit out of it. And they got enough gravel out of there to go from the 359 mile marker all the way to the Sioux, which is about 40 miles. On both sides it's 75. So they widened the road, and all that gravel came out of there, and that was the best mushroom spot in the country. They just tore the whole thing up, and now where I used to hunt is like, I'd say 50 feet deep. They took all that soil out of there. So getting screwed.
all those spores and everything gone.
Then I went to this other place, and a place that I always went. And one time I got 500 mushrooms there, and I get there and there's a lady and a kid and a grandfather, and they're walking out and they said, "Oh, this is our special spot." She said, "We get here every year." Well, the last couple of years, there's been nothing there. Well, the reason there's nothing there is they got there first.
They beat.
And I told you before that if people see you in a certain spot, then they'll check and they'll see if there's any mushrooms been gone, and then the next year they'll beat you to it. Because these people that live down below, you know, they get up there, but the people that live up there, they can go check and check and check, and then when they find them, then they get them. They get them before you do. It's a big game. So you got to keep finding new spots all the time. Black, once I get them black and get the yellow eyes and the yellow feet, it'd be good.
You saw an eagle?
Yeah. And my neighbor saw two eagles that were fighting each other, and they were connected way up in the sky, and they kept going, shh, and they were falling. They fell, you know, like a couple hundred feet, and just before they hit the ground, they split and they flew out. But they were like 4 feet off the ground before they let go.
Was it two males fighting?
Two males, yeah. That's what women do to you. They drive you crazy. Put you way up in the sky.
And she probably still wants the other one that got beat up.
Right.
She's mad at the one that beat up the other one.
So that's the latest mushroom story.